class? So, I'm Mr. Moveme, computer science teacher here, Brian. And welcome to our lesson. Right. Today we'll be looking at the basics of programming, the basics of general programming. So, like we introduced in the previous lesson and the lessons before, we were looking at how you come up with instructions to actually give your computer instructions to execute. And we said that programming basically is all about giving instructions to the computer so that it executes those instructions and give you results. Right. So in our previous lesson, we were looking at that problem of the trip problem, where you had to actually create a program that will accept students for a trip to Victoria Falls or a trip to UAE. And you were supposed to enter the details of the students. Then you were also supposed to go to the decision point of actually evaluating whether they are paid up or not. So if they are paid up, then you go on and accept them. Then if they are not paid up, you reject them. So today, we simply want to go through that program together. So shall we open our Visual Studio? Quickly. Then in your submain, I want you to accept the name of the student. Accept the name of the student. Console dot write line. Or you simply start, remember we said we start by actually welcoming the user. Welcome to Bright Science College trip to Dubai. Alright? Or welcome to Bright Science College registration platform for the trip to the UAE. Quickly, remember, string of characters, open brackets, then open quotes. Quickly. Then go on to enter the details of the student. So your next instruction is console. What's your next instruction? Yes?
Welcome to
the registration platform. Right. Then you close quotes, then you close your brackets. Can somebody suggest the next statement? Want to accept the name. Yes?
Console.writeline, enter your name.
Yes. Console.writeline, enter your name. Is console.writeline, welcome to console.writeline, welcome. So it's like this. Then open quotes. This is the statement that's going to appear. Then the other end, close quotes, close brackets. Then what's the next statement? Somebody suggest the next statement. Paul?
Enter your surname.
Okay, before enter your surname.
console read line.
Name.
Why are we putting console.read line?
So when we done the program and you want to ask the person then you don't have to carry on.
Okay. First thing, we said, remember, when you're declaring variables, do not use variables that you didn't declare, right? So first thing, before everything else, it's not like it's mandatory for you to start by declarations of declaring variables. You can declare your variables as you go, but normally it's wise to declare your variables at start, right? So dim name as string, right? So do that quickly. Dim name as string so that you can then use the name to accept what's coming from the keyboard, where you're going to say name is equals to, or name gets the value of console.readline, right? Okay. So what I'm saying is, come here, dim, create your variable. Dim name is, what's the data type for name? What's the data type? Its name is
String.
Then also do the same for surname, right? Do the same for surname. And clever people, they don't repeat their statements, they just copy and paste, right? Copy and paste, then you change. Okay, are we done with name and surname?
Yes.
Then after console.writeline, enter your name. Accept the name, right? Name is equals to console.readline. Or name gets the value of console.readline. Right? Then do the same for surname. Read line. It's already there, right? So let's hit enter. Okay. Just the bracket. Insert. Okay. Then adjust this bracket. Open bracket, then close bracket. Okay? Do the same for surname. Enter your surname. The ampersand, we only use the ampersand when we are calling the variable. So we're still prompting the user to enter his name. So our program is going to accept the name of the student, the surname of the student, the registration number of the student. Just those three, right? Or probably use the national ID of the student. Let's end there because we don't want to accept many variables. It will only result in many lines of code. Yes.
So do we write like ID number is integer?
ID number is not integer, is because the ID number has a check letter, so it's now a string. So dim, your ID number is string.
ID number is string?
Yes, because ID number is a combination of numbers and letters, right? Okay. So what you're doing here, enter your name. You're now saying name equals to.
That's what I did wrong. That's what I did wrong in my program.
Okay, it's there already. Then do the same for surname, right? So you come here, you put your surname, enter your surname. So delete this. Console.writeline, enter your surname, then accept the surname. Surname is equals to surname. Surname is equals to console.readline. Right? We need your name. console dot write line, then console dot write line, enter your cell, enter your name, right? Then after entering the name, you then accept the name, we store it in the variable name, right? So you're now saying the variable name is equal to console.readline here. Name, the same spelling, name equal to console.readline, right? Then after that, you do the same for send. Enter the send. Right? Then you say send name as opposed to console.readline. Right? It's done. It's done. Okay. After accepting the name and surname of the student and the ID, right? We also want to then check the very important concept or the very important element in the trip. That's payment, right? So we want the students to pay for the trip, right? And after payment, that's when we can decide whether they are going or not, right? So you tell them that our trip, the cost of our trip is probably $500, right? Please pay, right? Then you accept the payment and put it in another variable, probably mine is amount, right? Okay. Enter your enter. Your name, right? After entering the name, enter your name. Then, right, store the name in the variable that you created here, right? So you're now saying name gets the value of, that's coming from the keyboard. Console.readline is reading characters from the keyboard. So the characters that are coming from the keyboard are then being stored in the variable name, right? So name is the value of, or name equal to console.readline, meaning that we are accepting into name what's coming from the keyboard. Name equal to equal okay. What's the cost of for the trip?
500.
When you're declaring your variables, you don't leave spaces, right? Remember, you don't leave spaces when you're declaring your variable. And always keep the same spelling, right? So, tell them now that the cost of the trip is dash dollars. Right? Please pay. Are you done? Okay. The cost of the trip. Okay. Okay. Cost of the trip is please pay. Right. Then you need another variable for the payment. Right. And what's the variable where we are going to store the amount? Yes.
You say cost or amount?
Okay, cost. You can use cost or you can use amount. So Jim, cost is, what's the data type for money? Yes. No. No. Decimal point. double, right? So it's as double. Remember, when we looked at the data type, when you are dividing, right? You want your answer to have decimal points. So you should actually declare as double, right? Dim cost as double, or dim amount as double. Yes. ID number is just a string. So you have to declare it, right? Dim ID number is string. Double. Calculator for D. Yes, sorry today. So then also G ID number. If you use variables that are not declared, then you have errors, right? You only use variables that are declared. So a string. Okay, if we hit enter, this is, we don't use spaces when declaring our variables. ID, remember we said we treat it as one word, right? ID number, then you can use your variable.
Thank you, sir.
Then cost, dim cost is double. It's going to store the amount. So after prompting the user to pay, right? After prompting the user to pay, we are going to store the value they pay in cost. Yes. Yes, that's correct. Then we also want an inbuilt variable that we can actually declare, or probably we will use, we'll just compare the cost with the amount that you're using. Probably, what's the cost of your trip? So we are about now to make a decision. If cost is greater than or equal to, right? Or if cost is equal to 1,000, just use equal to. If cost is equal to 1,000,
Is that under console.write line?
no, it's just it's a conditional statement for decision making, right? If it's a decision making statement, so you come here, you say, okay, rebuild your project, rebuild solution, yes. Then start your if statement, if then else, right? You should remember that statement. Yes. If cost is equal to 1,000, you know the cost of the trip? Yes. Okay, just below your amount, your cost. Yes. If cost is equal to 1,000, it means that, okay, it's a conditional statement. It should not be treated as a string. So we're saying if, yeah, put your if cost. So the moment you put your if, you realize that it's about to compare all the variables that are present now. So you choose cost, right? If cost is equal to 1,000, it's equal to 1,000. You know the figure, right? 1,000. Put 1,000. If cost is equal to 1,000, then if you want to use this, use number. Right? Then, put your then, capital letter T.
Sir,
Yes.
isn't she supposed to be using 500 since the amount is 500?
Yes, you're supposed to be using 500. Since your trip is 500, the cost is 500. So if your trip is 500, then use 500. If the cost of your trip is 1,000, then use 1,000. Right? Mine is 1,000, that's why I'm using 1,000. So if cost, do not put dollars, because it won't be accepted in your variable. Then do not leave spaces in your 1000, right? And then console.writeLine, you are eligible for the trip. Eligible, or you have been accepted. Then you are eligible for the trip. Then we also want to check. Remember, we are accepting an amount that's equal to or an amount that's greater than. We'll then look at how you calculate the change if it's greater than. But for now, just consider if cost is greater than or equal to. So you know how we use our greater than or equal to, right? If like this. If cost is greater than or equal to 1000. So on your 1000, you just add if cost is greater than or equal to 1000, because we don't want to calculate change for now. We'll introduce that one later. But for now, just consider that somebody who pays 2000 is eligible. Then we'll add onto that later. How you then calculate the change, right? But for now, just consider somebody who pays 1000 and above is paid up, right? So if, yes, that's very correct. Greater than. This is your greater than or equal to. Okay, greater than or equal to 1000. Just put your 1000.
500.
Okay, yours is 500. Put 500. Then you are eligible for the trip. Else, after your console.writeLine, put else. It means that that's the other option, right? Remember our example when we introduced the if then else statement, we said the else is like a catch block to actually catch what remains. It means if it's not greater than or equal to 1000, it's less than, right? So the else is like a catch block. So after your console.writeLine, you are eligible. Put your else. Then hit enter. Then console.writeLine. The amount you paid is too little, right? Or insufficient amount. Here, let's put console.writeLine. Then you right? After you enter here, you put your else, right? Then continue. Who needs help? Yeah. If cost is greater than, no, we don't use that is. Greater than, if cost greater than or equal to 1000, then you have been accepted, right? This is correct. Then else now, it means it's taking the remainder. Or else, did you declare cost? You didn't declare cost, you declared amount. So you cannot use a variable that you did not declare, right? If you used amount, Then continue using amount, right? And it's already there. Here. So put your amount. Right? Like that. Else, then hit enter. Else you're taking the other route. Else console.writeLine insufficient amount. Yes. Here.
So is this where you put your else?
Yes. Then remember, if you use an if statement, it should be terminated by and if. So after the else statement, I want you to put and if. Right? So else that, then and if. Then it's gone. Then always remember, if you want your program to stay on the screen, what do? You want your program to stay on the screen? We see. Okay, save, but not saving. Okay.
You mean if you want it to appear on the black screen?
Yes.
You press F5.
Okay. You want it to just remain on the screen. Yes.
Read key.
Console.read key. Don't forget console.read key before and sub. Right? Console. Then, if you're done, I want somebody to run their program and see what happens. Yes? Okay, run it. Are we getting the correct results? Let's see. Enter your name. Enter your surname. Enter your ID. Okay, please pay. Pay something less than 1,000. What happened? Okay. 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 If costs do not leave spaces here, remove this and that. Do not leave spaces.
Okay.
You say
Enter your name. Yeah.
you say console.read key before or after the end?
After the end if. Yes. Enter your surname. Enter your AG number. Cost of the trip is 1,000. Please pay. Did you pay?
Yes.
Where? You do not pay. Okay? No? Do not cancel? No. Right? So if cost is that, else console the amount you paid, then we want to see, please pay. You did not accept the payment. You have to accept the payment and store it in cost. So here you say please pay, right? Then you say can you reboot your solution? Right. You have to accept the payment. Please pay. Hit enter. Then you say cost. Cost is equals to console.readline. Then your program will run. Console.readline. You are accepting the payment from the keyboard.
Then it's
Yes.
done.
Then run it. Okay. Enter your name. Yes. This is correct. Next, we want to add some more stuff, like change. We also want to print the name, the surname, and the payment, right? We want to print the amount they paid. We want to print their name using the ampersand. You still remember the ampersand? So your name is ampersand name. Surname is ampersand surname. Then you paid dollars ampersand cost or amount, right? Then it will print the name, to print the ID number. It will also print the surname and the amount the student paid. Yes. Okay. If cost is greater than or equal to 1,000, console.write line. Okay. If cost is, okay, let's see. If cost is consolidated line, you are eligible. Why and if here? Okay, and if there, then console.read key should be the last thing, right?
They already put it below.
Okay, so shall we delete this one? Let's delete that one. Then we are simply saying before this end if, we are taking the else part. You are eligible. Then you say else. It means the payment is less than 1,000. Right? Then else. Console.write line. The amount paid is too little. Then after that, you put your and if. Then please run your program. Enter your name. Enter your surname. Pay less.
Oh, less.
Okay. Pay the full amount. Then that's wrong. Okay. Garbage. Okay. Okay. Pay the full amount or pay less. Okay. Angie, can you run your program? F5. Okay. Let's debug it. Okay. If you use if, always remember to terminate the if statement, right? If there's nothing to compare here, if cost, right? If cost, so your program is getting to that point and it's not getting anything to compare your 1,000 with. So, okay, if cost is greater than or equal to 1,000, then say console.write line, you have been accepted, right? Then else now, the amount you paid is too little. Then after this, you terminate your if statement by putting and if. Then please, let's remove this. It was part of. Okay, let's run our program.
I do not have a string.
Yes. Ethan Paul, is your program running? Okay. Okay, I want you to, if your program is now running, go on to print the name, print the surname, print the ID number, then print the amount paid, right? Ampersand. Console.write line. Name is Then after the close quotes ampersand name, you're calling the variable. You're opening the variable. Or you're actually getting the value that's stored in name. Yeah? Okay? Tell me, is it working? Okay? You need to see the instruction is pay. It's working, but you tell the user to pay. Prompt the user. Your program should be user-centered. So, yes. Then Control V. Control V. You can put in. Yes.
You were saying something about the ampersand thing.
Like, and you want to print the results now. You've accepted the input. You want to print the name of the student that's going for the trip. Then you want to print the surname. You want to print their ID number. And you also want to print the amount they paid. So, printing on the screen, we already know, console.writeLine, right? Then calling the variable or printing what's inside the variable, we use the short for end, which is called the ampersand, right? So after your string, close quotes, then you put your ampersand and you put the variable that you're calling. For example, console.writeLine, your name is, or my name is, close quotes, ampersand, name. Do that. Before, console.readKey should be the last statement. So everything should happen before console.readKey. Right? So you come here. Come here. Console.writeLine. Your name is Darren. Is your program running? Okay. Check with him. I'm coming. Yes, now. Let's see. Ethan Paul. Enter the name. Enter the surname. ID. Cost of the trip. Start. I need to see the statement, please pay. Because you're prompting the user. Imagine somebody is using your program. They need to know what's happening. So, the trip costs $980. Please pay. Right? Or enter the amount you wish to pay. Or just pay. Right? Then you accept the payment. You store it in the variable that you're using. In this case, it's cost. So, the trip costs $980. Please pay. Right? Reboot your solution so that you can debug it. Then, please pay. Right? And then you have to accept the payment and store it somewhere. That's where you are then accepting the payment into cost. So, rerun your program. Enter your name, enter your surname, enter your ID, please pay the amount. Okay. Your if statement is not working. It's not deciding whether the amount is equal to or less than. Do not leave spaces. Right? If cost is greater than or equal to 980, then console.writeLine, you are going to divide. Else, console.writeLine, insufficient funds. Then console.readKey, so that your program does not disappear, right? Your program should stay on the screen. Then let's also check here. Enter your ID. Where are you storing your ID? You have to do ID is equals to console.readLine. Yeah. Okay. Just like you did here. ID equal to yes. Then you can rerun your program now. Enter name, enter surname, enter your ID, then congratulations, I'm going to divide. Then from there, I want you then to print the name of the student, the surname of the student, the ID number of the student, and also the amount they paid. Right? Ethan Bismarck? Okay? Yeah? Okay, let's see. Here, you say enter ID. You have to store the ID in the variable ID. Right? Can you go back? Okay, ID is equals to. Then do the same for name, do the same for surname, right? You did so, can you go down, scroll down please? Need to see this part? Yes. Enter your age. You can add that, but it's, we only need 3. ID, name, and for now. You can add age later at home or during your spare time. You can add other details for the student. But for now, let's just use those 3. Right? So get rid of that. Okay? Then the read line too. Then console.read line, not dot read. Line, okay, yeah. Then you open bracket, close bracket. Did you declare cost? Go back, dim cost. Did you declare cost? It's double. Then, okay. Console.read line. Okay, else console.read, put console.readKey. That's the last part. Okay. Who needs help? Lauren? Okay. It's not working. Okay. It is surname, console.read. ID number. That the cost of the trip is $900. Let's put dollars. Let's put dollars. It's $900. Please pay the full amount, right? Then the amount you are accepting it into the variable costs, right? So you say cost is equal to, right? Console.readLine, meaning that cost is getting its value from the keyboard, right? Then after that, you then compare the value that is now in cost with 1,000. If you realize that it's greater than or equal to 1,000, then they are accepted. Otherwise, it's less than 1,000, which means they're not going for the trade, right? So Here, what you're simply doing is greater than that, else that. So run the program. Run it. Babbage. So you're printing the name now. Run it. Coming. No, it's like first of all you're capturing the data. Enter your name, they enter their name. Enter your surname, they enter their surname. Please pay, they pay. Then you are now printing the details they gave you. Right? So you're now saying your name is that. Or congratulations, Mr. You paid this much. Then let's meet next Wednesday. It's 2:30, right? Yes, like Babbage just did. Okay, is he doing the same thing? Yes. Okay. Brad, Hamish? Let's see. Dim ID a string. Dim name a string. Welcome to that registration. Please enter your name. So this is not supposed to be here. Remember, this is only for printing. Console.writeLine is for printing on the screen. Enter your name. So you now want to accept the name. We say name is getting the value from the keyboard. So name, our variable name, is getting its value from, or is assigned to the value that's coming from the keyboard. So we are now using console.readline, right? Then empty brackets, console.readline. Yes, I'm coming just now. Console.read line is already there. Then put your empty brackets. Then do the same for the surname. Here, instead of console.writeLine, is just add something like surname, right? Surname is equals to console.readline. Just like you also do for ID, right? Yes, Lauren. Your name is then the ampersand. No, be short for end. Then put this short for end as the ampersand. Yes. Then it's already indicating all the variables that are there, but you are calling name. So put name, ampersand, name. Yes. Then close bracket. But do not leave spaces. It doesn't matter, but do the same for surname, for the amount paid, for ID. Then it will print everything. It's good.
So,
Yes.
no.
Okay. Yeah. Should cost 500. Please pay. Please. Right. Then after paying, amount must be accepted into cost. That's the variable you're using. Right? Cost or amount. Right? Cost gets its value from the keyboard. That's why we use console.readline. Right? We're getting the value from the keyboard. Then we are now saying if cost is greater than or equal to 500, then console.readline. Then else, before and if, we are taking else as the catch block that's going to catch what remains. Right? Then console.writeLine. rejected, or probably the amount you paid is too little to be traced. Silver. Here, if you say to the user, please pay, you have to receive the money, right? Where are you going to store the money? You are going to store in the variable cost. You didn't declare cost. Declare cost is double. Jim? No. Jim, cost is double. Here. Jim, cost is double. Angie, are you printing now?
Yes.
Okay. Lauren, are you printing? Okay. Yes. Yes, it's fine. Continue. Mister. Oh. We don't say print. For printing is controlled like you were doing here. Right? So, you're simply saying before console.read key, because console.read key is the last statement normally. So you're saying console.writeLine, the name you entered is the name you entered, or your name is spots, then ampersand. Ampersand name. Or Mrs. saying the name you entered is stored. So we want to print that name, right?
Mr. Vinny,
Yes.
after this, do you have to start again and saying name is equals to read line?
Okay, it will okay. Here we are simply printing the names, so there's no need for us to store them because we've stored them already, right? Here, so there's no need to store them again, right? Like this one. Just delete it. Delete that one. Then the name your surname is ampersand that. Then you also do the same for. Then print, run your program. If you enter your details, they'll be displayed on the screen. Now see? Let's see. And so the right line, your name is, the name you entered is, the name you entered is, the name you entered, that's not the spelling for enter, entered is, close quotes, then you now call your ampersand now, ampersand, name. The same spelling you declare. Then you close the bracket. Then you do the same for surname. You do the same for ID number. Yes, everything is now being. So you enter your details and everything is now on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Who's next? Bradley, is your program running?
Yes.
Then yeah? It's running. Okay. Lauren? Yes. Then put the cost. You paid, the amount you paid is Did you declare an ID number or probably use the ID? Yes, your ID is in capital letters, so it won't be found. always remember, use the variables that you declared. It doesn't matter, this is just a string. Just correct here, ID. Close bracket. Then you do the same for your payment. Babbage, you're now designing your program. Okay. Ethan, Paul, the program running now.
Some accident I deleted it.
What?
By accident I deleted it.
You deleted what?
Deleted
Okay, Bismarck. It's now running.
Yes.
Okay. Enter. Okay, the reason why your program is disappearing is because you did not include console.read key, right, in the end, right? Insufficient amount, just delete this. Here, come here, add console.read key after if, right? So we want your program to stay on the screen. Read key and empty brackets. Yes. Then here we are not accepting anything, so remove this console.read line. This one, this console.read line. Yes. Because we are not accepting anything. Then run it. Enter your name. Surname. Yes. Then I want you to print the name using the ampersand operator, right? Print the name. The name you entered is, like console.writeLine, the name you entered is, then close quotes, ampersand, name. Then you do the same for the ID number, you do the same for the surname, you do the same for the cost of the trip. I want you to print everything that the user would have entered. Right? Then Ethan Paul. Okay, here, if cost is greater than or equal to 1,000, then console dot write line, they're eligible for the trip. They're eligible for the trip. You are eligible for the trip. So those that are done, please, let's just print the receipts. You can go on and add color. You still remember console.foreground color? Or you still remember the foreground thing? To just print in color. That's just design, doesn't matter. Just print everything on the screen. Everything that the user would have entered should appear on the screen. Then, if you're done, next time we're going to introduce or to continue with our program. We are going to calculate the change. In the event that somebody pays more than $1,000, don't take all of it, right?
Yes.
If they pay more than the amount you're charging for the trip, don't take all of it. Just subtract the amount for your trip, then give them back their change. We don't want robbers in computer science. Thank you for coming. Let's meet in our next lesson. Any questions? Any questions? For now? Thank you for coming. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.